All right, I'm 22 years old from Nepal, and right now I'm living in Canada. I might seem a little tired, which I am because I just came from my work, but I feel like this as a responsibility or as part of my duties to share what I have learned, what I have experienced. I don't know how to call it success, failures, teaching, learning, mistakes, regrets. But for now, let's call it experience, and I'm going to share some bad experience maybe. Okay, so the first thing I regret is not being consistent to anything. I think I started many things. I started writing books. Of course, I was terrible at everything. I make videos. I was fond of playing cricket or other sports as well. Then I quit everything. I make blogs. Yes, I was like trying many different things, but I have never been consistent. And yeah, I don't have much regret, but I definitely think that's one of my big mistakes in my life of not being consistent. And yes, 22 years old sounds little and one who is just starting the life, but in my head, I'm too old in my experience. I think I should have done things rightly before. And there was a lot of other mistakes as well. The first being not being consistent, and the second thing is reading to fuel my ego. And I don't know how many people can relate to this. I learned many things. I watched many YouTube videos. I was not active in like other social media platform, but like in YouTube, I consume a lot of videos, and that makes me so passive. It stops me from taking action. I was hyper into planning things. I was always busy writing down, planning what to do, but I never did the action, which I feel was other regret I have. And other thing is, we, we many times think happiness or pleasure will be happy when you get something right. We have goals and we think until I achieve that goal, I won't be happy. And that happens to many of us, including me. But I think somewhat learning to have fun in goals, learning to have fun in failures, learning to have fun in struggles is a quite important skill, at least for me. I don't know how other people would see it, but for me, I think failure success is you shouldn't think much. You should not think much on failures or having to anxiety of failures, but learning to enjoy it and doing things with some seriousness, not just starting and then ending it after 2 days or 3 days. That I regret. I don't have much regret on those things. Yeah, definitely. If I have to count top three, I would say first is not being too consistent. Second is reading to fuel my ego, not to learn, improve. And third thing is not being too serious or taking massive action on one important things, not just going random on everything. Having a plan is important, but not just focus on planning, focus on massive action. I think that's the main three thing. And other thing is trying to have fun at the end will not bring happiness because I can see when I was in Nepal, I have a goal in my mind how much I would earn, how much free time I have, and many things I have right now. But I'm actually terrible right now. Why? Because you assume something and you get that things, you get many things than you imagine, but your circumstance change, your things change, and that doesn't guarantee any happiness. And happiness is just a feeling. You can be happy in the process, and success failures is just two words. There could be not as big difference as you think in both, and you can enjoy failures and you can be terrible at success too. Yeah, that's the things I want to share. And yeah, the message for myself and to younger people. I'm not saying people who's older than me, but because they wouldn't take anything seriously. But yeah, to the younger people who want to improve, want to learn something, I would say don't be afraid to know yourself, have a clear vision goals, not just things. For example, some people say I want to be a doctor, engineer, because what they hear from their parents, from society is you need to become a doctor. But I would say have a clear clarity goals and see if you can act on it. If you cannot act on it, then maybe your goal is not big enough to act.